Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, a Manhattan jury is postponing a hearing against former President Donald Trump.
And why Sean Evans, star of YouTube's show Hot Ones, is coming to SUNY Oswego.
Also, an on-campus job and internship expo earlier today, how you can get experience on campus.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to WTOP-10 Nightly News. I'm Damon Fletcher.
And I'm Logan Stolberg.
Students who went to an on-campus expo earlier today may be going to sleep tonight with a new job opportunity. The Office of Experimental Courses and Engaged Learning held an on-campus job internship expo for students who are seeking out more career experience and guidance. It was held in Marano Campus Center, where students met with supervisors who oversee various on-campus job and internship positions.
The SUNY Oswego internship program offers 50 different internship opportunities. Although the campus tends to hire students to fill most department positions, student Maddie Durant was at the event today on behalf of the Office of Career Services.
Yeah, my name is Maddie Durant. I'm here with Career Services on campus. We're here promoting the promotions intern and career intern positions. So definitely, if you're interested, hop on over to our website or stop into our office.
To find out more about the Office of Career Services, visit their website at oswego.edu or visit their office located in the Marano Campus Center in room 145.
Big news was announced earlier today by the Student Engagement and Leadership Office on its Instagram page. The star of the YouTube show Hot Ones, Sean Evans, is coming to SUNY Oswego on Friday, April 14th. Hot Ones is a YouTube show where Sean Evans interviews celebrities while they eat spicy chicken wings. At SUNY Oswego, Evans will interview Jason Shee, owner of Oswego's Zones Calzones restaurant. The event will take place at Deborah F. Stanley Convocation Center at 7 p.m. Tickets are required, but are free at the box office for all students.
The Oswego City Police Department is highlighting one of its own, investigator Chelsea Giovo. The department honored Giovo on its official Twitter. Giovo has been an employee with the county for 8 years and was promoted to the investigation position in 2022. Giovo specializes in her investigations towards crimes against children and is also a member of a New York Special Olympics Law Enforcement Torch Running Committee.
Mayor Billy Barlow is appointing a new judge to the city court. Barlow shared on Twitter earlier today that Tim Kirwan will fill the position. Kirwan was an attorney since 1997. In the tweet, Barlow called Kirwan a man of integrity and intellect. He continues to say that Kirwan's participation in the community gives him the understanding to be a great judge.
Some of the faculty and staff will take on a walking challenge through the month of April. Campus Recreation and Employee Assistance Program is presenting the challenge called Walking to Wellness. Each week's winner will be randomly selected and given an award, and a grand prize winner will be chosen at the end of the month. The challenge will last through April 1st to April 13th. For more information, visit the SUNY Oswego campus website.
A TV reboot is coming to upstate New York to film its second season, and you could be on the show Pretty Little Liars. Original Sin is looking for extras as it films throughout the upstate region this spring and summer. This company, Grant Wilfie Casting, is looking for locals to apply. Those interested must be at least 18 years old and may play roles of high school students on the show.
The NYPDA Board of Trustees is approving economic development awards, including awards for Micron in Central New York. Governor Hochul says Micron will strengthen upstate New York's advanced manufacturing semiconductor industry. Including the approved items is Niagara's hyperpower allocation in Amazon to recharge New York power allocation to Micron. The remaining low-cost power awards will be directed to companies in regions all across New York State. Micron is currently the 4th largest producer in semiconductors in the world.
The Manhattan grand jury says its hearing of evidence against former President Trump will not happen today. They are expected to meet and consider indictment against Trump for his alleged payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels. Manhattan District Attorney's Office has adjusted to a lawyer for at least one witness in the past day that they might need to provide more testimony to the grand jury. A decision charges is expected any day. However, Trump denies the affair and all wrongdoing.
It's the first official week of spring, and here in Oswego, It certainly felt like it today.
Storm Team 10 meteorologist Lily Zent joins us in the studio tonight. Lily, can we expect the snow to keep melting?
We can't expect the snow to keep melting until possibly next week. Later this week and into the weekend, we're going to see some cloudy skies and some more rain, which will hopefully keep melting that snow. We're going to see some warmer temperatures because it's becoming spring. However, we might see some snow in the evenings. Just as temperatures cool down, there might be some snow, but hopefully not too much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Lily. Still ahead on WTOP-10 Nightly News. 2 faculty members are wounded following a school shooting in Denver.
And the suspect accused of attacking Nancy Pelosi's husband faces a federal charge.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it.
Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah, what is it?
Al Roker.
Hi, I'm your Storm Team 10 meteorologist, Lily Zent, and here's what we can see in the coming week. Tomorrow, we're going to see a high of 47 degrees with a relative humidity of about 41%. And then we're going to see some southeast winds, 3 miles per hour. Tomorrow morning, it's going to be around 45 degrees, around 9 a.m. when everyone's going to school and work. It's going to be breezy throughout the day, higher winds in the evening. In the afternoon, we're going to see a high of 47 degrees, around 2. That rain is going to continue into the night, however, it might dissipate a little bit. And then the winds are probably going to get worse throughout the day. Across the state, we can see it's going to be rainy pretty much everywhere with some higher winds and rain over in the Adirondack region in the Tupper Lake area. But otherwise, it's going to be pretty much rainy, nothing crazy going on. And then our 7-day forecast. Tomorrow, we're going to see a high of 49 with a low of 32. Showers are expected throughout the day. Friday, we're going to see a chance of showers. It's going to be mostly cloudy, however, with a high of 37 and a low of 31. Saturday, it's going to warm up a little bit with a high of 45 and some rain and snow. We're also going to see some wind again on Saturday. And then we might see a chance of snow in the evening as it starts to cool down. Sunday and Monday, it should hopefully warm up a little bit with that sun out. And then Tuesday, we could see a chance of showers. But hopefully, we will see sun in the coming week and highs in the 40s. partly sunny on Wednesday, but it's looking good for next week. So that's all for my forecast. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Lily. Moving on to some national news. The suspect involved in a school shooting at Denver High School that left 2 faculty members wounded is being identified. 17-year-old Austin Lyle filed the scene in the shooting at Denver East High. Denver Mayor Michael Hancock says that the victim was rushed to surgery and is in critical condition. The other victim is stable. The school will be out of session for the rest of the week. 2 armed officers will be present on campus for the rest of the year.
The man accused of attacking former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's husband appeared before a federal judge earlier today. David the Pap says he broke into the couple's San Francisco home planning to hold Nancy Pelosi hostage, but she was not home. The Pap faces federal and state charges for the brutal attack on Paul Pelosi, which he pleaded not guilty to. His attorneys said they plan to ask for a change in that venue in the coming weeks.
12,000 French police officers will be mobilized on Thursday as France braces for a 9th day of nationwide strikes. President Emmanuel Macron spoke on the pension reform and defended the bill. Melissa Bell has more from Paris.
The protests have been unplanned. The scuffles almost nightly. Ever since the French government announced it would push its pension reform through Parliament without a vote. French lawmakers in uproar as well last Thursday as the announcement was made. The government narrowly surviving 2 no-confidence votes on Monday, with the retirement age in France now 1 step closer to being raised from 62 to 64.
We will not tolerate any flare-ups. We will make sure that life is as normal as possible in spite of those who are blocking normal life.
But since the start of the year, there have been demonstrations and strikes across the public and private sector. 10,000 tons of garbage now piled high on the streets of Paris.
What is sure that it was the biggest social movement we had since the beginning of the 80s. And sure, it's quite complicated. A lot of people went into strike, even if it was hard in the current condition to go on strike, to lose a day of wage. But probably this is pointing out other problems to come.
Unions and protesters now looking beyond Parliament to the streets, with the lack of a vote only likely to have further fueled their determination. Melissa Bell, CNN, Paris.
It's the first day of Ramadan, the holiest month for Muslims each year. Ramadan shifts 11 days earlier this year. It runs from March 22nd to April 21st. Muslims observing Ramadan spend the month fasting from sunrise to sunset every day. The tradition began in the 7th century. It commemorates the month when the Prophet Muhammad retreated to a cave north of Mecca for spiritual contemplation.
A severe sandstorm has swept across Beijing and other provinces in China, covering the region in thick clouds of dust. State weather authorities say that the storm is greatly increasing air pollution levels. Weather authorities in Beijing are warning people not to go outdoors and are asking drivers to reduce their speeds due to low visibility. Coming up next on WTOP-10 Nightly News, Chevrolet is saying goodbye to its famous Camaro model.
And Shake Shack is branching out to Canada. More on that after the break.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Shine on that boy.
Look at the bling. Look at do we got a diamond tester on? Yeah, that's getting bad. Yep.
10 out of 10 recommend on Yelp.
Touchdown! Oh, did you see that?
playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone.
What? I should take your phone away.
No. I'll call for a ride. Hey, why does my face look like that?
I'm playing with these new face filters.
Okay, you know what?
Yep, that's mine.
I'm gonna need that back.
No.
Kevin!
Welcome back, and here's your latest in your consumer news. General Motors announces that it will stop production on the current 6th generation of the iconic Chevrolet Camaro. The company says production is expected to end early next year. To mark the end of production, GM says it will release a collector's edition package that will pay homage to the first generation. Introduced in the 60s, industry insiders say that if GM brings back a new generation of the Camaro, it will very likely be electric. TikTok CEO will testify before the House Energy and Commerce Committee on Thursday. CEO Shou Chew is expected to tell lawmakers the app's parent company, ByteDance, is not an agent of China. He's trying to avert a government ban on TikTok. More than 150 million Americans use the app every month, but lawmakers are concerned it poses a threat to national security. The company has already started deleting data from its proprietary services in Singapore and Virginia. It's all part of the $1.5 billion security overhaul. Shake Shack is coming to Canada. CBS reports the fast food chain will be open. It will open a restaurant in Toronto next year. After that, Shake Shack plans to expand to 34 more locations in Canada. The company is based in New York and says it's partnering with 2 investment firms in Toronto for its venture north. The chain already has 150 international locations, plus almost 300 in the U.S. Now, let's send it over to Logan at the desk for the latest in your health news. Logan?
Thanks, Damon. Getting stuck in the traffic can be stressful, but apparently living near it can raise your blood pressure. Researchers in the UK looked at the health information of more than 240,000 people who initially did not have hypertension. Several years later, researchers were surprised to find that people living near noisy traffic were more likely to have developed high blood pressure. And the noisier traffic, the higher the risk. So road rage can be hazardous to your health, even if you live by the road. After this long winter, many of us might be dreaming of beach days. For a group of kids in Florida who rely on ventilators, a day at the beach is a dream come true. Lynn Martinez reports on a special camp that made it possible for 11 children to have some fun in the sun.
Fun is about to be had. Gavin and a bunch of his friends are at Miami Beach for the day. Now, normally, that wouldn't be possible for these kids with medical limitations.
They have a safe day at the beach and have a normal day like any other child, and they really enjoy it.
11 children dependent on ventilators, getting in some salt air, warm sunshine, and the ocean. Nancy is Gavin's mom. They drove down from Buffalo for this.
We really can't go to the beach unless we carried him, which he's getting bigger now. Gavin's 15 now, so he's getting a little bit bigger, and we have to carry the ventilator, the suction, the emergency bag, the ambu bag, and all of that. So this is just an awesome opportunity.
Kids from all over come for this yearly camp called Ventilation Assisted Children's Center, or VAC. And some of them get in the water. Look at Gavin. Special handheld ventilators allow the kids to breathe while in the water. Miami Beach Fire Rescue is there to support them.
It gives me a chance to interact with kids and their families in a non-emergency setting, which is always great, and in a fun place, a fun environment. giving a chance to them to experience something that, someone might only get once in their life.
The goal of today, let kids be kids.
Play. And today we are enjoying the water.
Enjoying the water like everyone else while making fun spring break memories.
They don't feel they have limitations, and that reminds us that the limitations are in your head, is not what you have.
Other camp activities for the children include sailing and bowling.
From the beach to the field, WTOP-10 sports reporter Alex Brooks joins us in the studio.
Alex, what's going on in Laker sports?
Thanks, guys. There was a plethora of Laker sports today with men's and women's lacrosse and a softball doubleheader. And the World Baseball Classic was nothing short of amazing. All this and more after the break.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
Welcome back to WTOP-10. I'm Alex Brooks with your Wednesday night sports report, and let's get right into it. Starting at Laker turf, the Oswego women's lacrosse team defeated the Nazareth Golden Flyers by a score of 14-7 earlier today. This is their fifth matchup and their first win against Nazareth dating back to April of 1995. The Lakers had a dominating game with Isabella Lembo and Sela Wiley being big contributors, with both posting 4 goals. Sophomore goaltender Sarah Kamid had 10 saves as the Lakers look to ride their 2-game win streak into this Saturday against New Paltz at home. Moving an hour and a half west to the Handshake City, where the Oswego men's lacrosse team improved to 2-2 after an 8-3 win over the Utica Pioneers. Senior goaltender Aiden Kenyon stepped up with 10 saves and was able to be helped by the likes of Max Broadman, Corey O'Connor, and Trey Jones, all contributing with 2 goals. The Lakers outshot the Pioneers 46-26 and won the faceoff battle 10-4. The Lakers' next game will be on the road against Brockport this Saturday. Moving to the Diamond, the Oswego softball team had a doubleheader today against RIT on the road. The first game had Fiona Higgins with a 3-run, 9-strikeout performance that earned herself the victory. The Lakers' offense shined with a 2 RBI performance by freshman infielder Krista Souders and a 3-run 9th inning for the 6-5 win. The following game ended in a 0-0 tie with no offense to be accounted for. The Lakers will play against Howden University for another doubleheader next Tuesday. Let's go to the hardwood, as tonight the Knicks are traveling to Miami to face off against the Heat. This is a big conference matchup with already 3 Eastern Conference teams clinching playoff spots in the Celtics, Bucks, and 76ers. This season, the Knicks are 2-0 against the Heat, with winning both games by a margin of 2 points. New York looks to continue to climb in the Eastern Conference standings with 9 games to go. Well, we're going to stay in Miami for the final of the World Baseball Classic, as it all comes down to this. Mike Trout and Team USA face off against Shohei Ohtani and Team Japan. Top second, 2-1 count. Trey Turner hits one to left field, and that one is gone. 5th home run of the Classic, 2 for 4 on the night. As you see that replay, Coach DeRosa loving it. Bottom second, 0-0 count. Murakami sends it right back at you, ties this game up at 2. He went 1 for 4 with his big home run on the game. Fast forward to bottom 4, 0-1 count, 2-1 Japan. Okamoto says goodbye. This is a 2-run game for Japan. As you see that replay there, he crushed it out to left center field. Okamoto went 2 for 4 with this blast to right field. But top 8, 2-2 count, 1 out. Kyle Schwarber launches one to right, top deck, and this one isn't over, ladies and gentlemen. It is a 1-run game here in Miami. The matchup of the Classic, Ohtani Trout, 3-2 pitch is a slider swung on and missed, and for the 3rd time, Team Japan is taking home a World Baseball Classic championship. Ohtani was the MVP, and Japan wins it.
Quite the ending there. Quite the ending there for a game in the World Championship.
Stick around, Nightly News will be back with some good news after the break.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the Earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty. The thought of turkey is just nauseating.
I think you're wrong, is what I think.
You think I'm wrong a lot of time.
I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News. Let's end your night on some good news to look out for throughout the next week. The city of Las Vegas is welcoming Taylor Swift and her fans in style for her shows this weekend.
The city will display a Swift-inspired light show at the Gateway Arches every night through Saturday.
Swift takes the stage at Allegiant Stadium Friday and Saturday in the second top of her Eras Tour.
She kicked off the tour in Glendale, Arizona this past weekend. The 27-date tour continues through the spring and summer.
Very nice. Well, that's all for our report tonight. Be sure to stay tuned for the break with Scott and Kate.
Thank you for watching, everyone, and have a great night.